Most people think banks are here to help them. That belief is exactly why most people stay broke. Before we talk about which banks are the best, before we talk about credit lines, pledge loans, business funding, or leverage, you need to understand one thing. Banks do not reward effort. They reward predictability. And if you don't understand how banks think, you will always be capped no matter how good your credit score looks. What banks really are. Banks are not evil. They are not emotional. They are not impressed by hustle stories. Banks are risk management companies. Their entire business model revolves around one question. How safely can we lend you money and get it back with interest? That's it. Every approval, denial, limit increase, or account closure is based on how risky you appear to their system. The big lie about credit. Here's the biggest lie people believe about credit. They think credit is about income. It's not. They think credit is about how much money they make. It's not. Credit is about behavior. Banks don't lend to people who make money. They lend to people who behave correctly with money. How banks profile you. When a bank looks at you, they're not seeing you as a person. They see patterns, timelines, ratios, and predictability. Your credit report is not a financial report. It's a behavior report. It tells banks, do you borrow and panic? Do you borrow and disappear? Or do you borrow and perform? Why scores alone don't matter. This is why someone with a 680 score can get approved while someone with a 760 score gets denied. Because banks don't trust numbers. They trust patterns. A thin, random, aggressive profile looks risky. A slow, layered, intentional profile looks safe. Relationships vs. transactions. And this is where most people mess up. They treat banks like vending machines. Swipe application, expect money, get mad when denied. But banks don't reward transactions. They reward relationships. Capped vs. uncapped thinking. Capped people chase approvals. Uncapped people build positioning. Capped people ask, what card can I get right now? Uncapped people ask, what relationship do I need to build so the bank wants to lend to me later? The real game. When you understand banks, you stop applying randomly. You stop stacking inquiries. You stop begging for limits. Instead, you choose banks strategically, build trust over time, and let the bank offer you money. Power statement. Brand line. The goal is not access to credit. The goal is access to leverage. Why this series exists. In this series, we're going to break down how banks categorize you, which banks grow with you, which banks quietly cap you, and how to position yourself so approvals become automatic. If you've ever wondered why your credit looks good but your limits stay small, it's because you never learned how banks actually work. That changes now. In the next video, we're going to break down relationship banks versus transaction banks, and why choosing the wrong one early can cost you years. This is where real leverage begins.